I knew this girl, Arshi. She was full of light, full of energy, full of excitement. You ask her a question, options would come out one by one. Her whole life was planned out. So many ideas, so much of positivity and so much of energy. That's what Arshi was, the one that I knew. The other day, I met her. And you wouldn't believe, I would never have realized that this girl is Arshi. She had become silent. Not just her voice, her whole energy had become silent. She was muted. What do you think? What happened? It wasn't a toxic boss or a tragedy, a breakup. No, nothing dramatic. I asked her, what happened to you? She was like, nothing. Life is normal. You know what? It takes exactly 4 psychological steps to turn into what she had become. And you may be already on the second step. Over the last few days, I met her many times and slowly started putting the pieces of the puzzle together. You ask her something and she's like, yeah, fine, maybe, sure, one word answers. What happened to her were 1,000 small shrugs and something I call micromuting. 4 steps for one to become a silent person. Complete change in personality from here to here. That muting down. What will people think? What will they think if I say this, if I conduct this way? Once you start thinking about what will people think, that's where you start the first step of silencing yourself. The second step is something like a paper clip, very small. A slight shrug, a negative look, a few facial expressions, very slight twitches. When these small actions multiply 10 times a day, 100 times, 1,000 times, you start becoming more aware of it. The moment you expect it, the moment you think that the other person is going to do this, you're like, okay, let's not get that shrug. Let's not get that look. So disagreements happen. When you're suggesting, okay, Paris is a good vacation place, and someone says, it's out of trend nowadays, your mind starts thinking, oh, maybe I do not know about the trends. A negative self-talk happens, and that becomes a loop where you used to take disagreements easily earlier. You now start avoiding disagreements. You start taking everything personally. The self-esteem collapses. You now think, maybe I don't know anything. Maybe I'm not good enough to express my opinions. There's something else happening. Consider brain a pattern recognizing machine. Remember, it's watching you all the time. Every time you are about to send a message and you delete, that's a pattern. Every time you let someone else speak, that's a pattern you want to hide. And this pattern, once recognized, is then reinforced. The more the brain reinforces, the more this becomes the identity. The new identity is, I'm someone who likes to be safe. This is who I am. It's like you are on the right way, but 2 cars have come in the opposite direction and you suddenly start feeling you're on the wrong way. Now you say, what is wrong with being safe? The problem is, the more safety you choose, the more you become a vanishing person. Your existence is not important anymore. A safe person is just a polite way of saying you don't matter. Your voice is like a muscle. You need to train it. If you don't use it now for expressing small opinions, tomorrow it won't be there for you to express great ones. Think of the last time you replayed a conversation in your head about what I could have said, what I should have said, but by then, the moment was gone. You didn't stay quiet because you lacked ideas. You stayed quiet because you learned that disappearing was safer. So next time you're in a meeting or in a conversation and you find yourself holding back, don't try to be confident. That's too much of a leap for you right now. Instead, just notice the moment. Notice that physical instinct of disappearing, of pulling back. And once you see it, you can stop it. Those one word answers, stop, maybe, sure, they're not just answers. They're the recorded messages of a soul that has given up. They are the defensive shields we use to avoid judgment, to avoid disagreement. Staying silent doesn't just protect you, it erases you. It erases you in other person's eyes. It erases you in your own eyes. If you like this video, subscribe to this channel and let's continue on this journey together.